Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another Miraidon EX gameplay video. Today we're going to be showcasing to you guys about an hour's worth of Miraidon EX gameplay. And I know our days with Miraidon are limited, along with a lot of other decks right now in the current Pokemon TCG format, because you guys know rotation is coming up in April, which means we only have a couple weeks left. So for the rest of this month, we're going to try and crank out a ton of gameplay and deck profiles and videos for you guys featuring the decks we have in this format before they rotate off forever. So if there's a deck you guys would like to see played and featured on the channel before we go into rotation, comment down below what deck you would want to see, and the decks that get the most comments or most thumbs up in the comment section will be the ones we'll be featuring up next on the channel. That said, for this entire gameplay, we're going to be using the 60 card deck that I've got like an insanely high win rate. It was like 90% win rate in real life tournaments. So if you guys want to see the full breakdown of how this deck operates, I'll leave it linked in the description down below, going over card by card as to why they are included for this list. And I know a lot of you guys are asking for an updated post-rotation Miraidon list, but we're gonna have to see what the format, what the meta looks like before I give you guys an actual real, usable, sensible list. If I give you guys a list beforehand, it's gonna kind of just be a very rough draft. So we might do that, we might not, but we are gonna still try and make Miraidon happen, but I'm not gonna go invest as much time into it as I have over the last 2 years. That said, we recently did a fun Q&A video on the channel, so if you guys want to check that video out, I'll leave it linked down below. And I'm about to film a 50,000 subscriber Q&A video right after this video is posted. So if you guys want to, hang out and see what I think about the upcoming meta, upcoming format post-rotation, that's a video you guys are going to want to check out. One last thing before we hop into the gameplay, huge shout out to our competitive sponsor, Comfy Hobbies. You guys can shop with them with code SneakerTalk to save 5% off your Pokemon cards, both in-store and online. They're linked down below, so feel free to check out their selection while you watch this video if you're watching on 2 screens. And yeah, let's hop into some games. As you can see, we're here at Arceus rank 1524, and here we go. Let's have some fun for an hour of Miraidon. And if you guys want to, of course, hang out for more Miraidon gameplay, I got a lot more coming your way. All right, we're playing against Harper Glinda for game number 1 here. We are going to be going second. We do want to go blind second with this current build of Miraidon EX. However, if you guys don't know, this is a deck that honestly doesn't care if it really goes first or second too much. Going first, you're just going to do a very similar setup, but you get to have a guaranteed energy attachment and you don't get to play your supporter. Going second is really strong because there's some games where you're able to get a donk, a turn 1 donk, and we might be able to get that right here. There's a very strong chance we can just do a turn 1 KO here. Let's go ahead and grab our Miraidon and set everything up. We'll grab Arven. Arven's gonna grab us a Secret Box and a Rescue Board. We can slap on this Rescue. Oh, and we got a Scoop. All right, that was a good game 1 right there. They saw the writing on the wall, and yeah, that's definitely a go game 2 scenario. All right, a nice, quick, easy win. We didn't even have to attach an energy. Let's go for another game now in Arceus League. If you guys enjoy watching these videos, let me know how you enjoy watching them. Do you watch them on a TV, a second monitor, on a tablet or a phone? Do you multitask and hang out like you're watching a live stream? Here we go, game 2. That is 5 energies out of a 7 card hand. Bruh. I'm happy to do these kind of mulligans when these are some really bad hands, but those hands where you see multiple ball cards and no Pokemon, it just feels horrible because it's like literally you run like 16 plus basic Pokemon, I think, in this deck. So when you have like 2 or 3 ball cards, you're like, oh, this is perfect. All I need is a Pokemon. And you don't get any. All right, just 1 mulligan we're giving up here. And this is a fantastic start as well. Squawk in the active is ideal so they don't know what they're playing against, other than just a deck that has Squawkabilly. I prefer to keep the knowledge of what they're playing against concealed. Looks like we're playing against potentially a Raging Bolt that chose first. All right, we got Jamming Tower, Nest Ball. What are we going to see here? A Squawk or a Raging Bolt or another Teal Mask? Probably a... I don't know what to say. Maybe a Squawk. They're doing their deck search right here, though. And that Jamming Tower is going to be a little annoying. All right, so we got 2 Teal Mask here. A Pokegear. Ooh, I wonder if they have Carmine. Oh, they got the penny off that. What's next? Another Pokegear. So surely they don't have Squawk available, and that was a brutal turn. All right, so let's start off by dropping in our Miraidon. We'll throw on the Rescue Board to Squawk, throw in the Magnemite, and begin the tandem unit train. Let's grab a Raikou, so we have the essentially guaranteed knockout on this Miraidon. And just in case, we're also gonna grab the other Miraidon here as well, so we could potentially do a tandem train. So let's first attach this energy to the Raikou V, and we'll squawk away our 3 energy card hand. Let's see what we get into here. Ooh, very good. All right, so we got the Secret Box. We can use Secret Box to discard 2 Lightning and a Iron Hands. I don't think Iron Hands is going to be a very important Pokemon in this matchup. That's going to allow us to bump the stadium, unlocking free retreat. We also have the option to grab a Charm or a Forest Seal Stone here, so we're just going to go ahead and grab the Forest Seal Stone. Supporter, we haven't played a supporter either, so we could grab a Arven here or a Boss, right? These are our only 2 options in the deck. There is an argument there where we could, if we wanted to, you could try and go for a sort of kind of like a greedy Ampy very much play on this Miraidon, but I'm just fine with knocking out this Miraidon. So let's go Arven here, and then for item, we'll grab a generator as well. All right, now that we have everything ready, we can go ahead and Area 0. We'll drop in the Nest Ball here. And that's so we can grab our Pikachu. Actually, so we could grab Pikachu here, or we could also grab Iron Bundle. We could gust this Miraidon out of the active, but I know we don't have knockout on the this guy unless we hit a generator for 2 and then another generator for 1. So let's see if we can actually. It's so tempting. We do have the Arven. We have the Seal Stone. We have so many options available. So let's go for the wide board play here. I'm going to go ahead and now tandem unit out a Zapdos and the Rotom V. We'll put the Forest Seal Stone on the Rotom. That's always the best target in the world. Let's just do some quick math real quick here. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So if we do a bundle play, we could bundle in a Teal Mask and then drop in a Pokemon and hit for 210 onto the Teal Mask Ogerpon. We have Seal Stone available, so that's what we're going to try and do here. So we're going to start off with the Arven. Arven's going to grab us a Nest Ball, which will allow us to get Iron Bundle. Let's make sure the Iron Bundle is in the deck. Okay, good. Iron Bundle is in the deck. If it was in the prizes, we do have the Heavy Ball available. And then we're going to grab a Charm as well. The Charm's going to go straight onto probably the Raikou here. Next up, we're going to go Nest Ball and thin out that bundle before we play our generator. We want to sequence it correctly. We're going to bundle, which is essentially a boss's orders on this particular turn because they have no other option but to give us one of their 2 Teal Mask Ogerpons. And so now we don't have to go for the Miraidon play and hit 2 generators. We just have to hit 1 off this generator. So let's hit 1 off this generator or 2. And I just want to make sure we have the math done correctly here because I do not want to be embarrassing myself. I'll tell you that much. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we can retreat into the Raikou. It says we're hitting for 210 right there. If we bench 1 more, we could go for 230. Let's go fleet-footed here. Oh, nice. We hit a generator. All right, so let's just play this generator. Honestly, our deck is pretty thinned out, so there's no point in honestly holding it here, especially if they get something like an Iono. So let's set up this next Miraidon, and I think we're good with just attacking here. I'm choosing not to bench the Fez because if we bench the Fez, our line of if they do a boss stall play is gone because we can't get Latias to retreat, and I don't think they're going to be knocking us out on this next turn. Regardless, we do have the Seal Stone available, so on our next turn, it's going to be very, very impactful. No matter what happens on their follow-up turn here. But you'll love to see it. The turn 1 smackaroo knockout for 2 prizes on a pretty rough turn for them on their rough setup. All right, we got the draw for turn, and let's see what they can do here on their second turn. Penny, okay. I'm going to assume they might scoop here, or they're just doing that to get the 2 prizer out of the active. And yeah, we just ran away with it. Another very good game for Miraidon. The fact that, like, this is not just like I wouldn't consider this super lucky. Like, this is a very average start. So if we're able to get sort of these average Miraidon turns, this may be slightly pretty strong, because we didn't have to squawk away important cards too, right? Because that's usually how it kind of balances out. There's usually a little bit of a little bit of pain with the pleasure of those strong turns. Like, sometimes we have to squawk away a really good card, but yeah, the fact that they have a brickier start like that just allows us to really run away with it. All right, let's get into another game, because these are fast, and that is just the beautiful thing about playing lightning decks. They're fast, they're powerful, and well, I love Miraidon. It's consistent. Let's see how game number 3 is gonna go for us here. All right, it flipped tails, and our opponent won the coin toss. So let's see what goes down. And Ricardo, thanks for subscribing. I'm filming this offline, and sometimes the Streamlabs desktop recorder doesn't tell me if new people are subscribed. This time I did, so shout out to Ricardo for subscribing. And this hand is a really beautiful turn 1. Heavy ball to potentially get a combo piece in our prizes. We got the Nest Ball to guarantee we at least have Miraidon. And Secret Box is available too. Ooh, it looks like we're gonna get item locked pretty quickly though, so that's kind of rough. Ooh, we got the Rotom, so that's huge. So let's start off with a Nest Ball first. The reason we're doing Nest Ball first rather than Heavy Ball is if Heavy Ball fails, that's gonna feel bad, because that could have been a card we could have discarded with Secret Box, right? So let's go with the Nest Ball. We do a quick prize check. We got the Fez, we got 2 hands, Latias, Lumineon, Mew, all right, Magnemite. We have both Dons, Raikou. All right, so looks like nothing too impactful for Pokemon is prize, so I honestly would be okay with throwing away the Heavy Ball. Next up, we have a boss prize. We have 1 Arven prize. What else? All right, so it looks like nothing too crazy is prize, and we do have 1 Area 0 in deck, so if we do discard this Area 0, we're gonna have to discard it here, because we know we're gonna get item locked on this turn. We have to basically go all out on this turn and get the use out of Secret Box while we can. So let's tandem unit and grab our Miraidon. Ooh, and now that I think about it, we did prize Pikachu. So that's actually really good that I caught that now, because we do need the Pikachu for everything, for the combos to keep running. So we prize Pikachu and Raichu, how fitting. So let's grab this Pikachu EX, drop it onto the bench, and we'll go Area 0. Next, we got the Rotom. The fact that we got Rotom, like we top decked it, I think, is so good. And now, oh, we don't have access to Secret Box, but that's honestly, it's not the end of the world. Let's go tandem unit here. We'll thin out the Raikou, and we do not want to drop in the hands or Zapdos. I think we can get away with the Zapdos. Yeah, let's throw the Zapdos in here. And then for this turn, we're going to want to attach to the Raikou, because Raikou is going to be our main attacker going into this Bidoof. And we got that nice instant charge for 3. So we do know we're about to get item locked. And this is a big reason why it's important to have the escape board or the rescue board in our deck. It's because if we're item locked, we can't play Switch Cart, and we can't get the attack off if we attach retreat. So having the escape board, having multiple ways to pivot your Pokemon are critical in a lot of decks, especially the Miraidon, right? So we have the rescue board, we have the Switch Cart, and we have the Nest Ball for free retreat with Latias. It's really nice for, you know, decks to have these different lines that we can go for, especially for just doing the same action, but in 3 different ways. All right, so here we can go ahead and evolve this Magneton. We can go tandem unit, and we never want to bring out the Iron Hands because we don't have Latias on the board. So we're going to keep Latias in the deck. We're going to play our Arven. Arven is going to grab us that beautiful rescue board along with, ooh, I wish we could hit one of those Dreepies on the bench. So the thing here is, if they do get rare candy Dragapult, our Raikou is cooked. Our Raikou is cooked. Oh, but we're cooking. We are cooking now that I think about it. We have the ability to iron bundle the Bidoof out of the active, which is huge because that will deny potentially 2 Dracloaks or a Dracloak and a Dragapult combo. So I'm actually more than happy to Hyper Blower this Bidoof out of the way, so we can take a aggressive knockout on one of these Bidoofs. Now that that's done, let's just double check our deck real quick one more time. So 2 hands, Alright, so no reason to take those out because we don't have Latias. We're going to go ahead and fleet-footed here for an additional card. Great and energy, and now we're going to begin the prize race with Raikou V. Oh, I'm going to miss Raikou V so much when it rotates, man. It's going to be a card that's going to go into my binder, and it's going to be like on the front page. Like my front page of my binder is going to be the Miraidon, the fallen soldiers of Miraidon, so to speak. I'm excited to showcase. Maybe I'd do a separate binder. Yeah, I think I do that. Right now, I technically have... I don't think we really need the Zapdos here, and Zapdos is a liability for getting stuck in the active. I should do a separate binder for all the cool Pokemon cards that I used to use, essentially, for decks, and have, like, essentially rotated out. So, I'll have my Ampharos there, the Regielekis, the Raikou. What else, man? What else? Oh my god, Flaffy. Can't forget Dynamotor Flaffy. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got the Wonder Cloak. Okay, so we're... Unfair Stamp, you know, that's great news for us. That means... we know they can't go for an Arven Sparkling Crystal kind of play, right? And they use the Unfair Stamp early, which is fine by me, because we'd had pretty much a dead hand anyways. So this is huge too. We got the Raikou ready to knock out again, and looks like we're gonna go fleet-footed for that additional draw. Forest Seal Stone is fantastic. So we're gonna go Forest Seal Stone here, and now we can go Star Alchemy. Grab that boss's orders, baby. Come here, Giovanni. Come here, and let's smack that Dracloak out. And now we're in such a good spot. So here, the major concern is they could get return KO if they go Rare Candy, Dragapult, and play a Crispin, because Crispin is the only form of energy acceleration other than essentially Sparkling Crystal that Dragapult EX players play, since it's not the Xatu engine. So this might be scooping territory here. They might play it out, but you know, Dragapult is one of those decks similar to Gardevoir where you always can expect a comeback. It's one of those decks that, you know what, hey, you got the lead, it's okay. I was planning on playing from behind. So let's see what this Dragapult player does. It might be an Itchy Pollen angle, but the fact that we have this boss's orders in hand is just a beautiful thing to see, because we have that Dreepy lined up and ready to go. And if it evolves into Dracloak, we knock it out. If it evolves into Dragapult EX, we should be able to pull off a 2-hit combo. And at the end of the day, we have our Electric Generators in our deck. I think we still have all of them so we still have 4 Electric Generators. So that's why Miraidon is so good against... Wait, did he just not attack? He didn't take an action, so I think they've just like kind of accepted the fact that they're gonna lose. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball these cards out. We'll grab the Latias while we're here. We'll fleet-footed, and I think we have one more stadium. Yeah, so we still have a stadium in deck. We'll attach this to the Dawn and smack that Dreepy out of here. So that's pretty much game. It's now impossible for them to come back and win. So at this point, I believe they've gone AFK just because they're salty they got destroyed by Miraidon. So we'll see what they do here or what they choose not to do. For these kind of videos, just so you guys know, I'm going to include every single game. I know sometimes content creators like to, you know, pick and choose which games go into what, but for these longer style of videos where the gameplays are like 50 minutes or more, I will promise to just include straight up every single game in the sequential order that they happen, so you guys can see the good and sometimes the bad that comes with playing particular decks. This way you can find out what are the misplays to look out for and what are the particular lines you have to go for in certain matchups, regardless if it's a good matchup or a bad matchup, because that's the fun thing about Pokemon. It's a game where any deck can win pretty much almost any time, unless you're playing against a control deck that is like directly made to counter you, like a Snorlax deck kind of thing. Alright, so that's 3 in a row now. Let's see if we can have a 100% win rate here. And yeah, let's go game 4 coming right up. 1560, not bad. Alright, let's get this game 4 going now. Tails never fails, as they say. It fails half the time. Alright, we're gonna go second. I really do think going second is the most optimal thing you can do. The fact that we do have a deck that is not a setup style deck that needs like stage 2s to come onto the board is always great to see. We're going second. I'm going to give them a Squawk here, and we'll see what we do here. This is an ideal, beautiful hand, because Area 0 means we can go for Miraidon. Miraidon gets Miraidon and Pikachu, and then we can bench the Magnemite without having to use a tandem unit for it. We are going to be in a little bit of pain here, though, because we do have the Squawkabilly discarding maybe both of our copies of Boss's Orders, which means we're going to be down to one boss in deck. So we're going to have to get creative. Those are the kind of games that excite me. Like, this is one of those games where I'm glad it's happening in a video game form rather than in a tournament in real life, where there's like nothing on the line right now other than my literally there's nothing on the line. This is a great time for a learning experience, because if this were to happen in a tournament, then I'll know what to do if I have no access to two bosses in my deck. So always, you know, they say practice makes perfect. I don't necessarily agree with that statement, but practice means improvement, and improvement is always good. All right, 2 Psychic Energies. It looks like we're playing against a God of War deck. We're going to see the Artisan hit the board. We're going to see a deck check for the prizes and a Ralt. Oh, that is toxic. No, I hate when God of War players do this. They said, if we're not going to have fun setting up Ralts, you're not going to have fun using Squawkabilly. So this is a toxic turn. They've decided, you know what, you're not going to have fun, but joke is on them. We have the boss's orders available already in hand, so we are going to be able to, essentially laugh at them for this play that they're making. So let's go ahead and get that ugly Klefki out of my face. We're going to go Area 0, Nest Ball, get the Don. There's our Donnie boy. We can go Miraidon and grab the other, his brother in arms, and Big Pika. Now we can go Magnemite. And now we can do some additional thinning. We're just going to grab the Raikou, and we got the Rotom V as well. I like it. All right, I like it. So now if this generator hits 2, we've essentially put ourselves in such a huge lead. So let's do it. Hit the 2. We can slap him on to the Raikou V, do a manual attachment per turn, retreat. We're going to go... So here we have to make the decision. Do we want to squawk away, our boss? Or do we want to fleet-foot it? Now, what I'm thinking about here is, if they only get 1 Ralt on the board on this next turn, we can just boss's orders it. So, although we've played the Squawkabilly, I think we're just going to not use the ability, because the fact that we have boss's orders in hand already is so powerful. So it went from sort of being like a curse because we had 2 boss's orders in our hand to start the game, and I was looking to squawk them away. Now it's a huge blessing in disguise because it got that Klefki out of the way. And that's one of the really good things too about Miraidon is we do run a lot of copies of Boss. We used to run 4 when Landon Kettler took home the regional win in Sacramento. But Boss's orders just means we can be like, hey, if you're going to be a diabolical nuisance and try and ability lock my Pokemon, which we have a lot of important abilities turn 1, then I can just get that out of the way. That is one thing too to keep in mind when you are playing Miraidon. There's going to be decks that run Flutter Mane. So it's like if you're going to put a Pokemon into the active, you have to be somewhat okay with it potentially not having its ability work. Right, so here they're going to do the Zapdos stall play. So I am now getting punished for benching the Zapdos using their Artisan. So that's on me. That is on me right there. And that's a perfect misplay, a common misplay that people make. We desperately need to get a Latias here, a ball card, any ball card, and we have a lot of balls here, so I'm feeling pretty ballsy. Let's draw a ball card, shall we? Generator. Okay, I lied. We couldn't get there, but on the bright side, we could just go attach for turn. We're gonna go. Oh, we can't even tandem unit. Okay, we're gonna go, and I think we're going to pass. So I want to save this generator for an Ampy Very Much play. I want to save it for a big Raichu V Dynamic Spark. I think we can do a lot more thinning before we can get this Electric Generator hitting the board. I really want to get maximum value out of Electric Generator, especially because we don't have Magneton set up just yet, right? We only have one Lightning Energy in the deck, and that's not very powerful. You know, if we're gonna explode, we want our explosion to be a big explosion. All right, Cresselia is hitting the discard, 2 refinements. Let's see what they can pull from their deck here. Heavy Ball. Ooh, Heavy Ball might grab an attack here. There's a good chance they're able to grab something like a Screamtail, go Gardevoir. If they're able to load up their Screamtail enough, Squawkabilly is usually the first target that the Screamtails go for. So let's see what they do here. And we're in desperate need of getting an energy for turn to attach. All right, here's the Arven. Are we going to see something like a TM EVO? Ooh, yep, we're seeing another TM EVO playing an Ultra Ball. So there's a good chance they might just evolve into a Guardy through the TM EVO, or they could discard the TM EVO with Earthen Vessel. And then they're going to get 2 energies, and then they could get the Ultra Ball, discard those energies, get Guardy, and really start cooking here. There's also a world where they evolve the Ralts into another Kirlia, and then the Kirlia into a Guardy. All right, so they're grabbing a Dark and a Psychic, so they're getting that Monkey Dory play lined up as well, potentially. There's the Monkey Dory. And are they going to Ultra Ball here? Oh, they're going to TM EVO. So they're going to go EVO, Kirlia. Yep, there it is. So Kirlia and Guardy should be hitting the board here. And what I'm going to want to do is... Well, I just need to get out of this position I put myself in. I'm stuck, right? This is my fault. I brought out a lockable Pokemon, and that was on me. All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, good. We got the energy attachment. And then, oh, there is a line here where if we hit Jenny for 2 on Raichu, is that enough? Yeah. Yeah, we would have, oh no, we would be an energy short for knockout on the Guardy. So in this case, I want to go, ooh, this really puts them in a tough pickle though. We could really hurt this Gardevoir now that I really think about it. Okay, let's do the math here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 230. Oh, they're going to get hurt, but I think we just go for knocking out a Kirlia here. Yeah, I think we want to knock out the Kirlia here. We will go Tandem Units. Actually, let's start off with the Retreat first. Bring in the Raikou. And let's just see what we can grab with Tandem Unit. How much are we hitting for? We're hitting for 250 at the moment. Because we could basically go... we want to get like a good draw off this Fleet-Footed, right? So we could thin out a Lightning Pokemon and then play Generator and then draw. All right, so there's nothing we can grab here. I think we're going to go Electric Generator here. We'll hit 1. We'll throw it onto the Miraidon EX. Fleet-Footed for 1. Let's see what we get. Wait, did we prize both hands? Yeah, we prize both Iron Hands. That's very rare, but it does happen. Bruh. And we're going to keep the Raichu in our hand because Raichu is one of the best Pokemon other than Iron Hands in this matchup. Because Raichu is usually our Pokemon. We just do the big 1-hit KO at the end of the game onto their Gardevoir EX. And so, ooh, beautiful, beautiful cards from the prizes, man. I love it. That Seal Stone is going to come in hand. All right, we got the Klefki in the active. That's always the safest thing for them to do. It does, however, mean they can't use Monkey Dory's ability until the Klefki leaves the active. So here they really need to get an attacker Pokemon and potentially a tool. So if they can get an Arven here, they're going to have a really strong turn. They could grab something like a Drifloon, something like a Screamtail, put a Charm on it, and potentially get a return KO here. Now, unfortunately, both of our Iron Hands are prized. What can we do to get around that? Let's see. We have 3 energies in discard. We have Forest Seal Stone. If we go Magneton, Explode, we could get a Ampy very much. We just have to get Heavy Ball. Yeah, so we need a combination. We need a way to get Heavy Ball. Oh, okay. They're going to go Itchy Pollen. All right. I'm not going to overthink it. Let's see how this next turn goes for us here. Arven. Okay, so that is a really good card to see. Let's go fleet-footed first here. And then I can go Arven. We can grab our Heavy Ball. And, oh. Yeah, Heavy Ball and Bravery Charm is a really good combo there. We can't play the Heavy Ball, so I do have to keep that in mind. We'll put the Force Heal Stone onto the Rotom. Putting the Charm on the Raikou V is also very important. We can tandem for funsies just to shuffle our deck. All right, we have a lot of good cards in our deck still. And then here, I'm gonna attach this energy to the Pikachu, and that is just so we can conserve it for later. If they go for a knockout on anything, the Pikachu EX is gonna maintain that energy. And then here we can just go Lightning Rondo and hopefully draw. We have a 50% chance at drawing Iron Hands from the prizes. Let's see what it is. Ultra Ball. That's actually really good because then we can just grab Magneton with that. Heavy Ball for the Iron Hands, and then that's going to put us in a position where we're pretty much big chillin'. Yeah, they can't item lock us anymore. It's very unlikely it would be ridiculous if they go for like a super odd play to then just attack us again with Badoo. So feeling pretty good about this board state right now. But this is what they get. This is karma. This is karma for them trying to do a Klefki lock turn 1. All right, we got Artisan. Easy choices for us. We're going to discard Squawkabilly. Honestly, in this matchup, the Zapdos is quite useful, so we don't need to have 6 energies for the Guardy. However, let's think it through. Yeah, I really don't want to get stalled out anymore, so let's just get rid of the Zapdos here. We have 4 energies on the board already with the Magneton in transit, so I'm not concerned about needing that extra 10 damage from the Zapdos when I'll just have an energy on the board, and I'll just slap your Gardevoir without the help of Zapdos. All right, we got the Artisan coming in here. They're gonna grab an attacker or a Ralts. Let's see what it is. I think Drifloon is, yeah, you can, oh, Monkey Dory. All right, Monkey Dory. So this is a heavy Monkey Dory build. I believe this could be one of those builds where it's like triple Dark Energy, triple Monkey, like two, maybe, yeah, there's a lot of darks, right? So Gardevoir could be the main attacker. It is scary though, because it does mean they're able to go for essentially some bigger one-hit KOs, because they're able to throw over 60 damage counter, or 6 damage counters in total with the help of 2 Monkey Dories. Ooh, and our charm doesn't matter being turned off right now, or actually never mind, I was thinking about something else. All right, so here comes this big play. But at the end of the day, we do have the Raichu V play in hand, and we could just return KO this Guardy. Oh, they could be going for the Magnemite here. They could, yeah, they could not, yep, they're going for the Magnemite KO. Okay, so we're going to lose access to Magneton, unfortunately. But that does mean our Raikou V just gets to live as well, because they can't knock us out. Unless they have a Lost Vacuum or a Jammer. But I doubt they played the Jammer, so they need Lost Vacuum to kill us here. But having this Bravery Charm is huge. That's why I always suggest, you know, save your Bravery Charm for your Raikou. It's so good on Raikou. You know, Raikou is a little more fragile compared to some other of your attackers in the deck, like Miraidon and Iron Hands. So being able to have a fast, aggressive Pokemon that has more HP like this is huge. All right, so let's see what we can do here. So we don't need the Iron Hand. We're not going for an Iron Hands play here. So I think we can go Ultra Ball, discarding an Energy and a Heavy Ball. That could give us, oh, Fez. Yeah, that could give us Fez here. We really need to go wide. Could I go? Oh, I can't. I don't have enough cards in hand to discard for Secret Box here. We really need to draw into essentially Secret Box or Arven or the Stadium. So I think we're going to have to grab the Fez here. Do we have Sealstone available? We have Sealstone available too. So we're in a actually really nice spot now that I think about it. Okay. Let's grab our Fez. I want to tandem unit just once here real quick because I want to make sure I have my game plan here. Okay, so we do have Area 0. We have Secret Box. So we could draw 4 cards in total from Raikou and Fez. We could Seal Stone for Arven. Arven would give us Secret Box and a Rescue Board. Alright, let's kick things off with the Fez. Let's draw 3 cards with the Fez. If we can raw draw into the stadium, that's huge. No luck there. Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead and go Star Alchemy. We will grab our Arven, and Arven will allow us to grab Secret Box, and then we can actually discard our oh well, yeah, this is essentially the same play here because we got the Rescue Board. Maybe it would have been better. No, I think this was the correct sequencing. Okay, so let's grab that. And now we can go Secret Box. We'll discard the board, the Ultra, and the Boss. We'll grab a Jenny, this, and we'll grab an Arven as well. Now here we're going to go Area 0 Underdepth. We can bring out the Raichu. We can go attach. Wait, we also have 4 energies in discard, so our Super Rods are allowed to cook.
Bruh.
So this is a really good example of me using Super Rod to the best of its ability here. So we will go... Oh, slight misplay. Slight misplay I just made there. We could have Super Rodded the Zapdos back into the deck, and that would have mean we don't need to hit as many energies. So a little misplay there, but it's okay. And we could have just got the Magnemite back too as well, but we're going to go more just all in on this play right here. So let's grab those, hit Jenny as we wanted to see, and then go retreat into Raichu, and then we'll attach to this Miraidon, because there is a world where they can knock out, they can take a lot of prizes next turn. Now we got to go Dynamic Spark our entire board, so that does feel pretty bad. But we are just only in need of 1 more prize card, right? So it's still looking pretty promising for us here. But yeah, I think if we did Super Rod, I think Super Rodding the Zapdos would have been the better play. But we did hit 2 on the generator anyway, so I can't be too upset about that. And we have Arven too, so Arven's going to be really, really good as well. If they knock something out, which they will, we have Fez. So we're just going to need a combination of like Iron Bundle and a generator for game, because Iron Bundle means we get to hit a 1 prizer, and yeah, the fact that we have Fez and Arven is really good here. And we have the DTE too. It'd be kind of crazy if we go attach the DTE to hands and then generator for 2, and then there's a lot we can do here. But let's see what they have here. Even though we're 1 prize card away from winning and our opponent is 5 prize cards away, just never count Gardevoir out. You know, Gardevoir is a deck you have to respect, even though you might not want to respect the slow players playing it. Gardevoir, the deck itself, is a scary deck. And shout out to you if you are a cool Gardevoir player who plays fast and knows the deck. I think a lot of my detest towards Gardevoir is the Gardevoir players that don't know how to play the deck, and they basically don't practice at all either. They only practice in real life at tournaments, and it's just like, bro, your turn is 10 minutes. Why is your turn 10 minutes? like learn your deck, bro. Learn how to play your deck. If you're gonna refine something, you know, you should have the pros and cons chart figured out in your head. After this deck's been around since Scarlet and Violet base set. Here they can go for the 1-hit KO on our Raichu V if they just move over a little bit of damage. So let's see what they do here. But yeah, because they don't have 2, like, we could just get return KO. No, could be with the Raikou V. No, we still need the retreat available too. So that could be a slight issue. We do need a way to pivot, and we don't have our pivot available yet either. But, you know, Arven and Fez and Raikou V. So, oh, they're going for the Fez potentially, or setting up the Fez play. But that is also quite scary if they go for setting up that. They could go Counter Catcher onto the Fez. Alright, so they're throwing some more damage onto the board like that, and that's meaning they're not going to 1-hit KO us. Alright, the Nest Ball. Don't tell me there's another Monkey Darkness coming in, and they're going to take the 4 prize turn here. Okay, good. Okay. Whew, okay, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. All right, we got the Arven. So what will the grab be? Will it be some sort of counter catcher play? Super Rod. All right, so Super Rod. What will they bring back with the Super Rod? Nothing. They're not even going to play the Super Rod. All right, so beautiful draw. And we didn't. Oh, so they were really trying to line up like a big. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. They were trying to line up like a big 5 prize turn. But the fact of the matter is we can go Arven and we have access to bundle, baby. So I think we go bundle. We grab the Nest Ball with the bundle. Yeah, we'll go bundle out. Bundle out. There we go. And is there any additional thinning that I need to take care of for this? Can I thin out any lightning? No, I don't have any other lightning. So in this scenario, we gotta go generator, hit 2, bundle for game. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. The moment of truth. Can we Jenny for 2, attached retreat, bundle for game? Let's find out. Ooh, not good, not good, not good. We got the 1, which means I might have to retreat into the Pikachu EX. I think that might have to be the play we go for here. So let's do... Ooh, can I take a knockout with the Rotom? 40... How many tools? I have a lot of tools. I think that might be the play. Now let's go the Dawn. We're gonna go attach, retreat into Pikachu. Because Pikachu is full health, it's gonna have to take one of these Monkey Dory abilities. And they wanted to save it. They wanted to go Monkey, Monkey, Swing. And then, how many energies in discard? 2 energies in discard. Let's do instant charge here. Ooh, ooh. All right, instant charge was big there, but they saw the play. They knew not to go for the Fez knockout. All right, I think they. Oh my God, I think they won it. Yeah, they did it. They clutched it up, y'all. They clutched it up. And that is an example of why you never count the Gardevoir player out, because they can do those kind of things. Was unfortunate that we did prize 2 Iron Hands EXs there. And we did so much thinning, but the generators just couldn't get us there by the end of it. They're going to take a prize with the monkey number 1, a prize with the monkey number 2, and then swing in with the Fez for the knockout. So I'm just going to let them enjoy the satisfaction of pulling off this big play. Now I can always look back on this gameplay, figure out, you know, what went wrong, what went wrong. And I think we really needed the Latias EX to hit the board. We got stalled with the Zapdos. So I think the biggest misplay that we made was using the Artisan to grab the Zapdos. That stole them the turn, and time is the biggest weapon for Gardevoir. Time is one of the best things Gardevoir has going for it. So stealing that turn was huge, and we lost it. We did, in fact, lose it. All right, let's get 1 to 2 more games in here. That is an example of how, even though the matchup can be favored, you know, if you make any subtle misplay, such as overbenching a Pokemon that you can't retreat out of, it means that that your opponent can really capitalize on it and take it and steal it away from you. All right, let's go. Next game, we're going to be playing against Effective Duck. All right, our opponent will be going first here. We do not have a Pokemon that Generator plays nice with here. Oh God. Oh, well, at least it's a Hands in the active, but... All right, Buddy popping in a Hands deck. Oh, cool. We're playing against Last Box Pikachu with the Hands in here too. Alright, so this is another matchup that's also favored for Miraidon, so let's see what I can do to throw this game as well, shall we? Artisan out another Comfey, I would assume, and they're going to have some fun. They're just doing a quick prize check as well. Prize checking in Lost Box is one of the biggest skills you can have because there's so many cards in this deck that punish you if you Lost Zone them away. Here's the Jet, so they're going to get a guaranteed at least 2 in the Lost Zone on turn 1. And if they get a card with a switching effect, they'll get 3, maybe 4. Oh, they threw away a Switch Cart. Maybe it was 2 Switch Carts. But it had to be a really good card or just another Switch Cart that they got. Nest Ball hitting the board. Greninja is always a great card to see for Lost Box. But having the Squawk on the board is an issue for us because it is a 3 prize liability with Iron Hands EX. So we really want to gun down that Iron Hands potentially. And we just also want to go amp, amp, amp. I think the play here, if we can, is we got to set up area 0. And ideally they play Artisan so they can bump it, and then we can lose our Squawkabilly the old-fashioned way with the board removal of needing our bench to shrink down back to 5. There is the 3rd flower selecting in use. Goodbye to Sableye. All right. Lost Vacuum. Wow, they got 4 in the Lost Zone. Turn 1. Did they win the coin toss? Go first? They won the coin toss and went first. So they probably have a lot of Lost Vacuums in the deck. So that is something to keep in mind. So holding on to the Charm for when it matters is also very, very important. But we're going to have to do some squawkage here. I think I am okay with bossing up. So there's an argument. We can boss up the hands and like potentially slow them down. But they probably have so many switching cards it just doesn't even matter. But if they don't, we're in a good spot. Or we hopefully get a whatchamacallit, an Arven off this. So let's actually go. Ooh, I like the idea of Switch Cart, attach Charm to Squawk. Yeah, I think this is okay. We'll go for this play here and squawk these away. Hopefully get a Nest Ball. Ooh, yikes.
Bruh.
We can't even accelerate these energies to our Squawkabilly. Alright, let's go ahead and... big yikes. Big yikes. Oh, we're pretty cooked. That was a brutal squawk. Not even a seal... not like nothing. We can't even utilize the Forest Seal Stone here. So this is going to be a rough turn. So hopefully this boss stall play pays off. But it's going to be rough considering they got Greninja as well. Alright, there's the Switch Cart. Here comes the Comfy Flower selecting. And we have nothing but Pokemon that they can amp on their side. Amp on our side from their Pokemon. They can amp this Magnemite. They can amp the Squawk. We're going to see if we can try and turn this around for us. But discarding or Lost Zoning the Lightning is kind of insane. But I'm sure it's Lost Box Pikachu with hands. So... they probably have, they definitely have multiple copies of Lightning Energy. I would expect 2 or 3 Lightning Energies in this deck here. And who knows, maybe they don't play the Regigigas, but I feel like you have to play the Regigigas. So who knows what cuts they made. Maybe they cut the Blood Moon or Saluna. I feel like cutting the Blood Moon would be valid. Just so they can have both the Pikachu for the 1-hit KO option, and they have the Iron Hands for that 2 prize steal. But yeah, unfortunately, our turn 1 was devastatingly bad. Alright, let's see what they do here. They're gonna want to go set up that Cramorant for the instant knockout on the Magnemite, or go Mirage Gates. Yeah, they can Mirage Gate now. So if they have double Mirage Gate switch, they can amp, and then, yeah. Oh, so they do have the Regigigas. Okay. So this is like the counter to all the Terra Pokemon like Zard, Dragapult. The list goes on. It just one-shots those for 330 for 4 energies. Now, I think the best thing we can do potentially is like return KO with a Miraidon and Zapdos for 230 on their Iron Hands. That is the combo we're going to need to pull off. And we do have the retreat available with Squawk. So we're going to have to go Arven for like Nest Ball and a... Like, we need to see a lot of cards here, so let's see what they do. Let's see what goes down. It's not looking very good, though. There's the attach for the Mirage Gates. And a not retreat. Did they retreat? Why didn't they? Okay. Wait, why didn't they? Oh, they retreated into the other Comfy. Okay, so we have a chance to hurt them here a little bit. All right, let's start off with the Arven. We will grab ourselves Secret Box Rescue Board. And we got to cook here, man. We are in a very desperate situation. We're going to go Secret Box, the boss, this, and Super Rod is a dead card for us right now. We'll grab Area 0, Nest Ball, and... wait, do we have Generator in hand? Okay, we can go Steel Stone for Generator, swing to the Comfy with a Raikou. Raikou lives through Iron Hands. Okay, so we can thin out the Arven as well. And prep for the next turn. Okay. So let's do that. We'll go Nest Ball. Our boy Miraidon. Area 0 time. This will be big if they put an Artisan. I highly doubt they'll ever play Artisan, but let's see what we can do here. Now that we need a Seal Stone target available. We go Raikou and Raichu. And then the Seal Stone's gonna go onto the Raichu. We'll go Rescue Board. Wait, oh no, we can't afford to explode the Magnemite, because then they just have to take an Amp and then a 2-prizer. We have to just go for a clean knockout on this. So let's go 4 Seal Stone here for the Generator. Yeah, I really don't think we can go for any other play here for like the Magneton. I think, ooh, that's bad. Okay. Well, on the bright side, we can go Rescue Board into Pikachu. And that's going to force them to need more. And then we can go attach to our Miraidon or Raikou. We'll do Miraidon because I want to guarantee the 230 with the Zapdos onto that hands. Let's see what they do here. I wish we had Rotom, but I think we prized the Rotom, or else I would have grabbed it. Yeah, Rotom's always a Shield Stone target. Like, there's no reason for us to grab the Raichu, but that is big. We can now discard the Squawk, like I talked about earlier. Get that potential Ampy Very Much 3-prize liability off the board. Let's see what they do next. See, we're lucky. I just love I love Pikachu's ability. Oh, so they... Oh, okay. So they're gonna amp our Magnemite now that way. Okay, okay. Okay, so here we could get return KO. We can use Artisan or Miraidon to get the Zapdos. We need a way to pivot. We unfortunately do not have a pivot option available. The Rescue Board is in the deck still, so you know what? We can actually get the knockout here. So we can go Arven for Generator Rescue Board. So let's just double check everything. We need the Zapdos, so we can get the Zapdos out. And then Generator. Ooh, we don't have Rescue Board, so we have to attach for turn, and then we have to hit 2 off Jenny. So, or we get the no, I think we have to do this play. So let's grab the Zapdos. We'll play the Arven. Grab the Jenny. And then do we have Switch Cart in deck still? Oh, we don't. We don't have Switch Cart, and our board is also gone. We need to hit Jenny for 2 here and attach. What is better? We Fleet Foot or we Generator first? I believe it's correct to Generator first. Because most of the times I just do not hit if I Fleet Foot first. Even though it could be correct. But we don't have an Ultra Ball to do like excessive thinning or anything like that. And there's the Latias. Alright, so we at least have the retreat here. And they invested a lot into this Iron Hands. So this Iron Hands was supposed to carry them throughout the match, but we do have the Zapdos technology for that additional 10 damage, which is huge. It is so good against particular decks that run a big 230 HP Pokemon. Alright, I think they also used 3 Mirage Gates. Did they? Yeah, so they're down 3 Mirage Gates. So all they have is 1 Mirage Gate left. This deck does play Crispin, so that is another line we have to look out for. If they're going to accelerate energies with Crispin, that's totally something they can do here. We're going to get attacked by Pikachu EX. Okay, good. Okay, good. So they're playing Colress, which means the only option to knock us out here is to get the Mirage Gate here. But Crispin would have been bad if they had a way to retreat. All right, the Super Rod. What is going to come back? Will we see the Lightning Energy? Yeah, probably the Lightning. Yeah, so Lightning, Metal. We got the Mirage Gate. So that's their last Mirage Gate of the game. The thing is here is we can't 1-hit KO the Pikachu, and we can't gust it out of the way because then it can just reset its. Oh, it has to discard all 3 energy. So that is our big saving grace. I thought Pikachu X's ability or attack was it was like similar to Miraidon, where you just can't attack on the next turn, but Topaz Bolt means that oh, that's huge, the fact that they didn't get Crispin. But dude, if they, oh my gosh, they probably have Crispin in their hand. I doubt they play just 1 Crispin. I'm sure they play more than 1 Crispin. We got 1 Crispin in the Lost Zone. Yeah, all right, so let's see what we can do here, but it is looking very close. They would need, I don't think they have a way to accelerate 3 energies in 1 turn, so what can we do to hit them here? Let's drop in. We have the Latias as well. Our only acceleration is Electric Generator, so our attacker has to stay on the bench. Okay, let's put in our Zapdos. No. Yeah, let's put the Zapdos in here. We have the Latias as well. And the Rotom. Okay. Ultra Ball, Rotom, Latias. No. I don't like that. I don't like... This is rough. Just like... It's looking rough. Alright, let's go... So now that we have Ultra Ball used... All of our pivots are gone other than... Like, Latias is our only pivot. We have to get Fez into... We can't even bump the stadium to go wide here. I think we just gotta go... Oh, we also prized our other generator. It's looking pretty rough here. Alright, so if we go Arven... Arven doesn't get us, like, anything great. We really just need to keep getting energy. Yeah. Okay. Let's do... Fez for 3. Did we prize our other stadium too? Yeah, so we prized... Oh, our prizes are kicking our butt. We still have... Oh, I don't know if they have enough juice in the tank though. That's the thing. We might be able to win by deck out. Let's see what they do. Like, their energy resource count here is everything. If they're unable to attack with, like, Pikachu... Okay, so there's a Super Rod. 1, 2, 3. But they're out of Mirage Gates. Will we see a Crispin? We'll probably see a Crispin here. But then they still need a way to Gust. We're not in a position where they can counter catcher us either. But they'll probably play Crispin here. Switch Cart. Okay, so that's good. They can do the flower selecting for them. Well, not good, but like that's good for them. Good for you. Good for them. And yeah, just having Zapdos stuck is also kind of crappy. So I think we might be cooked here, chat. I think we might be cooked. It'll be really down to these energies and if they have a gusting option. They have boss used up. There's a second boss. So we legit need to retreat this stranded Fez. Oh, we do not have a way to get this Fez out of the active. Let's see what goes down now. So they just have to go Crispin, retreat, and it's game. But the thing is, Crispin needs 2 energies in deck for that bonus attachment, right? So that is kind of the saving grace here. We're not getting anything good. It's going to come down to them not being able to... All right, here it is. There's the Chorus. They have to have attach and switch, and they win. Attach and switch, and our Fez gets knocked out, and we get clocked for the last two games of this video. There it is. Hit us with the switch, the escape board, and we are getting cooked here for the last matchup of today. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, our deck was not cooperating with us to the fullest. Maybe I could have played that better, probably, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, hanging out with me for today's video. If you guys want to hang out some more, consider subscribing. Click on screen to, hang out some more as well for some other videos I've posted already on the channel. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.